Avon Old Farms, set amid the rolling hills of central Connecticut, one of the most elite prep schools in the U.S. This is the environment in which Ahmadi Sheikeb now finds himself.
One of the things that Ahmadi brings to our room is perspective. I think they know enough of his story that they're humbled.
Not long ago, this was Ahmadi's world.
The Taliban in control of Kabul.
Gunfire erupting on the tarmac.
I feel that a lot of athletes like to say, my sport means so much to me, but I think to Ahmadi it means a little bit of a greater extent.
Thousands of desperate Afghans try to leave.
From his background, this is his only sense of normalcy.
Ahmadi Sheikeb was born in Afghanistan 18 years ago. Like 4 of his 7 siblings, he has been deaf since birth. Growing up in the capital, Kabul, Ahmadi says that being deaf made him a target. For the entirety of Ahmadi's life, the American military had controlled the capital. And then, in August 2021, the U.S. withdrew.
The Taliban in control of Kabul. It was sweeping and swift, taking a little more than a week to seize several large cities and the country.
With the Taliban in Kabul, tens of thousands of Afghans were desperate to escape.
Fear and pandemonium outside Kabul airport. Wild and angry Taliban fighters firing repeated shots.
Ahmadi and his family were among the throngs that descended on the airport. But amid the chaos, they were separated. Against all odds, Ahmadi, who was just 16, was able to board a U.S. military transport plane. And just like that, Ahmadi was in the air, flying to a U.S. Air Force base in Qatar, but without his family. A month later, Ahmadi was part of a group of Afghan refugees who were sent to Chicago. After 7 months in Chicago, finally in the spring of 2022, Ahmadi found a more permanent home. He was sent to live here at the American School for the Deaf in West Hartford, Connecticut. Founded in 1817, it's the oldest school for the deaf in the nation.
When you first saw this school, what did you think?
John Bergault is the head wrestling coach and an athletic director at Avon Old Farms. Its campus is about 10 miles from the American School for the Deaf.
I met Chris DeSantos, who's the AD over there, and he told me that he had somebody that was interested in wrestling and would he be able to join our group. It was kind of a no-brainer. The kids were really excited to meet him, and when Ahmadi came in, he was kind of a rock star.
Nice! Roll through! Tighten up!
He's determined, he's locked in.
Finish it!
He's a scrappy, tough wrestler. You know, he's here to win.
He comes every day with an interpreter, but I think wrestling lends itself to, we don't need to speak the same language. I can show you something, and you can imitate. He's very raw, but he's got so many intangibles going for him. He's tough as woodpecker lips. Yeah.
Ahmadi is a member of the team in every sense, except one. He competes not for Avon Old Farms, but for the American School for the Deaf. In his first regular season in organized wrestling, Ahmadi won 9 of his 10 matches. At the Western New England Regional Tournament, competing at 138 pounds, he finished 5th. Here in Connecticut, so far from Kabul, and the war that was the backdrop to his childhood, Ahmadi has found more than a home. He's found a kind of family.
Having Ahmadi come in, sometimes I forget that he doesn't go to Avon. Everybody in the room treats him like he goes to Avon, and it's just a privilege to have that close connection with him.
Nobody in the room, including me, speaks sign language. But you don't need to know sign language to communicate friendship and acceptance and respect.
But even his team is no substitute for Ahmadi's actual family, which remains 7,000 miles away.